Today's episode is sure to get under your skin because we're talking about the human skeleton. If you didn't find that joke humorous, you probably have a bone to pick with me right now. What's up, my fellow osteologists? My name is Kyle Reynolds, and this is 300 Seconds of Science. Your skeleton is a collection of bones held together by connecting tissues and ligaments that make up the framework of the human body. Skeletons are what your muscles are connected to inside your body as well. All 206 bones of your skeleton work together to control the mechanical movement of your body. They also support your body as a whole and give you structure. If you've ever seen a building being constructed, your skeleton is like the steel frame that is created first so the building won't collapse. Bones are also one of the body's best and only ways to store calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that are essential to a healthy and properly functioning body. There are 5 different types of bones in the human skeleton: flat, long, short, irregular, and sesamoid. Flat bones are self-explanatory, the bones that appear flat in comparison to other bones, such as the sternum or the chest bone, and the scapula or the shoulder blade. Long bones are what most of us think of when we picture a bone in a skeleton and include the bones in your arms and legs like the tibia, humerus, and femur. Short bones are bones that are usually found in between 2 longer bones to increase the limb's movement capabilities, like a wrist bone. Irregular bones are a sort of miscellaneous category for bones that do not fit into one of the previous categories. The most prominent irregular bone is the vertebrae, or the spine. Finally, sesamoid bones are small bones that are embedded in tendons or muscles. The patella bone, or the kneecap, is an example of a sesamoid bone and acts as a smooth surface for the tendons in the knee to slide over when you walk. Long bones are particularly interesting because their composition is unlike other bones. Long bones are hollow in the middle, as they are where bone marrow is stored. Bone marrow is very important because it is what creates blood cells for the human body. Long bones are also made up of 2 different kinds of bone tissue. On the outside, there is cortical bone tissue, which is especially compact and sturdy for protection. On the inside, there is a looser, spongier tissue called trabecular bone tissue. Because of this composition, long bones are one of the sturdier types of bones in your body, but that also means they are more brittle, making fractures of these bones not uncommon. When all the bones in the skeleton are grouped together, they make up what is called the skeletal system. Your body has several systems, like the respiratory system, which controls breathing, and the circulatory system, which regulates blood flow inside of your body. The skeletal system has several functions, but one of the most important things it does is protecting your internal organs. Your skeleton is the biggest and best line of defense for your heart, lungs, brain, and more. I don't claim to be an anatomy expert, but I know enough that you don't really want to injure any of those organs. The skeletal system is further divided into 2 main parts, the axial and the appendicular skeletons. The axial skeleton includes the skull, vertebral column, sternum, coccyx, and ribs, essentially any non-limb bones from your head to the bottom of your abdomen. The bones in the axial skeletons are the ones that do all of the protection of organs, as every major internal organ is found within the same part of the body. The appendicular skeleton is all the bones found in your limbs, such as the fibula, femur, carpals, and tarsals. These bones are not as useful for protection, but are connected to the muscles that help with movement and mechanical functions. When a bone breaks or becomes cracked, we call it a fracture. There are several different types of fractures ranging in size, shape, and severity. The least concerning type is called a stable fracture, where the bone breaks in a way that doesn't throw the pieces out of line with each other. Transverse fractures are horizontal cracks, breaking at a right angle to the length of a long bone. Oblique fractures have an angled pattern, creating 2 sharp points on both ends of the break. These types of fractures can potentially become open or compound fractures, which are the most serious as they break the skin. Finally, there are comminuted fractures, which means the bone cracks into 3 or more pieces. You can increase the calcium and vitamin D in your diet to make your bones stronger and more resilient to fractures. I hope all that talk about bones didn't rattle you too much. Have you ever broken a bone? Let us know by sending us a comment or leaving us a tweet. If you would like to stay up to date on all things scientific, make sure you subscribe to the 300 Seconds of Science YouTube channel. Also, remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and show us some love on Instagram. Once again, this is Kyle Reynolds telling you to go out, enjoy life, and stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. Do you want to gain experience in video production, professional social media, or working with real clients? Visit the UA School of Communications online or follow us on social media to learn more. ZTV, make media, make a difference.